bed welcomes you for a soft sleep. The stillness of the room quietens your mind as you settle down. You return to the workbench. You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you, its eyes wide. You step away.
Hello. I know a possible amount. Medical concerns, indoor sport.
A subtle shift in his position. He's mold curious. Continue.
Fractal branching. Yellow veining. Where did you...
Do not reveal the location of a fellow operant's safe house.
Actually, no, never. But this is Quimera Verde, a mold strain indigenous to Portofino, and a surprisingly fiber.
But this guy's a mold man, through and through.
Extermination. Quimera Verde is in a class of its. It first emerged in 10 households, offices, schools. The authorities had to call for large-scale purification. If you ask me, structural renovation and targeted decontamination wouldn't be. I have to say, I'm not that surprised. Stuck around. clever little organism. I'm Mozart, autist, networked, reactive, and astonishing. I was an intern at the hospital down in Agua Clara. Must have been 53. Biological attack, industrial compound parasite, the first Louisiana cultural front. But what you won't find in the official literature is the reports of dreams.
Something in him stirs. Some germ of the real doctor behind the porcelain.
Dreams of speaking to the mold. Patients couldn't recall the words, just the impression of exchanges. Some said it gave instruction. No, they were lucid. No fever, no delusions, vitals clean. When enough people report the same pattern, you stop thinking in terms of coincidence and start thinking, as in, could there be neurological to an extent? Sure, mental fog, sleep disruption, given time and proximity, the immune system would be worn down. I'd go for ozone therapy. Medical grade. It's been available for a while, just not widely. Ozone oxidate. If something soft and slow is growing where it shouldn't, ozone, well, get rid of it. I'm afraid I can't.
He turns away, unlocks a small cabinet and rummages through. He then places a large syringe and a
But if I were to help, I would rate this low concentration intranasally, 10 seconds in each nostril.
He turns and looks out of his houseboat window as you pocket the syringe.
Of course, to let me know how the hypothetical treatment goes. Just out of hypothetical researching. Until next time.
Hey, bud. bud.
Diagnostics complete. Ligaments primed. Heart rate nominal. Joints lubricated. Adrenaline and dopamine surge initiated to maximize propulsion.
Ready?
Warning. Vertical drop ahead. Torque and acceleration throttle due to survival drive. Provide vocal input to engage. Ultimate over. Run. Complete. Desired performance achieved. System switch into reward mode plus plus.
Stupid stuff, bud. Indeed, the leap. Sure. But the magic's in the keeping on, isn't it? Keep being stubborn against the world. Keep you. Hey, bud.
Fine. More theories about.
Sure, bud.
The implements lie where you left.
On with it, Cascade. Cascade, please. You of all people should know better than to trust the words of professional textbook consultant.
A silence.
To be clear, you have no obligation to go through with this. But don't help me, I will endeavor to do it myself. That's why I kept a hand. No promises, Cascade. This does not bode well. The instructions, Cascade, on the...
The implements lie where you left.
On with it, Cascade. It's for later.
Close reading. Then take him out with the drill.
Silence, Cascade.
He nods furiously at you. Immobilized like a torture victim, your former double just gives you a firm, unwavering stare.
Are you sure, Cascade? Target acquired.
He's awed and on board.
Now, get the mother...
A movement so quick you don't even understand what's happening at first. Holocene arm, syringe, free hand. His muscles slacken, his eyes roll wide. No response. Your former double is out cold. The MP from the implement table. The crank drill. You depress the syringe slowly over the course of 10 seconds, watching the unconscious patient's nostrils twitch involuntarily as they are invaded. As long as his brain doesn't run out of his nose, it's worked. To what degree it's worked, you won't know until he's conscious. A sluggish timelessness overtakes the silo basement as you wait. The void.
Cascade, did you... Got the motherfucker. But you didn't... Mold. Interesting hypothesis. That's different, but it makes sense. I'll confess it's not the outcome I'd envisioned, Cascade. I'll need a day or so. Miho thanks you for helping to root out the subversive elements in its ranks. Be they fogged mirror.
Holding his gaze onto you, he retreats back into the sedative. Eventually, the implements lie where you left them. pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin. You step away. You find yourself before the old Lusian ginkgo once more. The leaves rustle in the soft breeze. They neither confirm. Strange leaves. Uphold party standard time. Reject botanical devi. You leave the old. You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you, its eyes wide.
People's Trade Bureau, Novesta's office. Go on. Until next time.
The receiver clicks back into place. You step away from the pay.
Hopper is still keeping you on a starvation diet, huh? If they could, here, it's something. Tell you what, H. I croak. You can be my sole fucking in air. Shouldn't be too long either. If we don't get those fucking pills. See you around, H.
Remember, Hirsch, no weird shit around V.
Hirsch. Sweet dreams.
Purple plastic shimmer. Could it? Could it? The brown plate either. Ceremonial black. She may fawn on it. Ward against the spell of the new. Reject youth culture. Achieve something worth commemorate, like some really good spying. Spies do not get yet. It's sold for 3 times the price of the original, despite there being no difference to the internal component. And just think, you've only
Many. I take it on Thor and have
Flower on the precipice has holding hands with strangers on it.
and Yana's favorite.
Has a nice line in it.
Thank you, Yana. I like that one too. Like any of us.
Harder than you think.
The young pop star.
Hirsch. Easy. Keep running all the way to the Eastern Republics. Oh yeah. I'm currently responsible for 6.2% of La Luz's GDP. They won't. I'm not scared. As long as I have something that makes sound by Okay. They may be super blocked. Probably not. How
Sing in front of a mega talented pop star.
cool. I'd like to hear it. No problem, Hirsch. Sweet dream. Hirsch. I'm not sure it even really.
She loved every moment.
That
Hey, the gift.
and I don't want. Sweet dream.
Remember, Hirsch, no weird shit around V. Later, Hirsch.
You return to the ruinous deck. The paper displays clear 3 numbers, quick to hand and scrawled in red. You crumple up the note and pocket it. You turn away. You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you. You reach for the crumpled page.
Yeah?
It's Gonza's wife. The one he was... She may know something about the supplier.
Hello? You there? Oh, Emmy. It's Marcella. Gonza must have called you when he was here. What's with you?
Instant, no mistaken recognition. The character is prepared for you.
What happened? Did he wind up at your place again?
No need to delve too deeply. Just get to talking about the supplier before she senses something amiss.
Are you fucking with me?
Ice water sobering from the inside out.
The wholesale stuff? With the Azores? Did he now? Oh, he's dead. He's fucking dead. Not only does he have me dealing with that fuck, if I complain about it even once, he passes it on to you?
She's drifting off into her own rage sphere. You might be able to suss out one more detail before this call implodes upon you.
Oh, don't you worry. No one is placing any orders. You stay right where you are, Emily. I'm gonna stab the motherfucker in the stomach.
The line goes dead before you can say anything back. There was no chance of getting... You know that there is a wholesale supplier, that there is a process for placing the order with him, and that Gonza's wife is in charge of making contact. That is as much as you... The receiver clicks back into place. The Reno Tel Dolphin eyes you...
My agent of fortune returns. Happy that day. Are you outside? Perfect. Beautiful. Next question. Do you know? You've been busy. So it appears. Lucky for you then. For my part, I can't see a tree like that and not think of home. And to think we were just... Thank you for letting me know. Don't forget me.
The receiver clicks back into place. The Reno Tel Dolphin eyes you expectantly. The phone rings, repeating it. The line buzzes in your... The receiver clicks back into place. The Reno Tail Dolphin eyes you expectantly. You reach for the crumpled page.
Yes. What is the ailment?
Every vowel turned into a diphthong. It could not be more obvious. This is him. Gonzo's wholesale A long pause. It feels as though the line is about to go dead.
Where are you calling from? This is not in agreement. Call from Party Alley payphone. On the stairs. At night or nothing.
The receiver clicks back into place. The Reno Tail Dolphin eyes you expectantly. You step away.
Hello again. What'll it be? Think you can handle taking off?
5 shots of shard, 2 perros with lime, bachelorettes on. Her head is filled with an encyclopedia of names and ingredients of various alcoholic drinks. You don't have that luxury. As the night winds down, Lucia approaches you, observing the frazzled.
See you.
Cascade, has the time come? Excuse me? I don't think I feel comfortable with this. Well,
An ancient and seemingly inexhaustible reserve of like a well-scrubbed bathroom tile.
now do I get to rub something of yours? Ah.
It's never going to work like that. You have to believe.
I
I'll print. Nothing, I'm afraid. be here if you require anything. Oh, Prince. Very well.
She gives you a nod.
Oh? Are you considering decorating? If you do have any questions, let me know. Nothing, I'm afraid. I'll be here if you require anything.
Love to. The GMs. Half of them owe me money. I grew up in Viuda. We fried plantains on the same radiators. Is Maurito still working the bazaar? Yeah? That's good. If I were to stay away from anyone, it'd be the Carabiner. You know how it is. You're in on this. Affiliated with myself, primarily. Why do you ask? Oh, yeah.
Does this man have any regard for operational?
I'm not a direct member. That's for Azuri folks only. But sometimes they need things done. And sometimes I help out. Keep talking at me.
He stares right. The practice calm. He knows how. He's reading you in return. A man trained.
Take a break. I have a lot to offer. With pleasure. All right. I'll be seeing you.
You hold the photograph in your hand. The whole secret. It wasn't actually your birthday. You just said it was. There you are, together. Just once. Your human situation. At the very least, and per the standards of stagecraft, should never have occurred in the first. There's tempo. Off the drink and vocal about it. He's still the loudest and most aggressive person. Far left. A frame built for violence. Bulbous, glistening skull shaved bare. People like Tempo move through life telling themselves the devil is in the source. Next to you, Ramses is warm silence, nodding along. It's hard to tell whether to the music. They didn't really talk. She gravitated toward his presence like an animal to an abandoned building. Black bangs, a scarf, her face always seemed about to Ramses smokes inside, indifferent to laws and customs. Carolina has actually gone and bought you a gift. She says they remind her of you. Now they remind you of her. You still have them, in fact. To your other side, Vespa keeps disappearing and reappearing with 2 small glasses of schnapps at once. The second one he calls his insurance policy. Not that it made any difference. Leather jacket, moustache, and military cut. A face that could fluctuate wildly between innocence and depravity depending on the... Even though she's just arrived, Esty looks ready to leave. Older than anyone else there by at least 10 years. Even now, the sight of her brings up difficult feelings in you. No one said you needed to get on. You just had to... Holocene arrives last, thinking it's only going to be the both of you. Your double. Together, you assembled the crew from... He's appalled by your sentimental fallacy and threatens to report you to your controller. Compared to what comes later, this little gathering is almost the last thing any network should think of. And yet so many do. The eternal and the doomed. A little memento against eternity. It disappears back in your pocket. Ultravioletta gazes out at you from the post. A pair of pilot goggles, fresh and unreadable, as if you caught her on the fringes of a dream. It's doing some lifting. Ultras fly formation. Fan club is factionalism. Resists the enemy's small, big character poster. Lusians do love their aircraft. Unlikely that she's military-grade pilot as the branding implies, but a hobbyist pursuit is entirely possible. On the back is a handwritten note to a fellow fan, fogged mirror, upstairs. He must be higher up in the organization than you thought. Do not forget, this headphone man took a shot at you. Scores carved upon the headboard. Either way, it appears transnational capital has come to the table. Will you take your seat across?
fine cold day, bucko.
The man doesn't alter his posture, but follow. He's tense around the shoulders, which
Grubby little place. But it's got some color to it. I have my suspicions that everything never is. Are we sticking to the trade names or daring fate with the real ones?
a professional courtesy. He knows your real name. You gave it to his colleague under extreme duress.
Kaleidoscope. It's a secret treaties.
And doomed spies.
Yet, here you are. I understand you're on the market for second-hand goods. I'm interested in
That confirms it. He's after the pop star. A massive sign marked nonce flashes red in your mind.
Then I think we understand each other. Here's my pitch. I will get any and all information you want out of the Lucian prison. In return, you give me any and all information about the whereabouts of...
There is the moon.
Fan. Such a debasing word for high-level artistic appreciation. Unthinkable.
Anto is trying to defect Luz's most valuable cultural export, the play of plays.
They want to put her in a glass coffin, bricket her with instruments, splay her mind, unfold her dream. But my aim is much more simple. I would like to return her home.
Update. Apologies. He's actually gone rogue here and bypassed Emter completely.
It's not about me, or about being nice. It's about restoring order to the... I've stated my terms. What say you, bucko? Glasses, double-breasted jacket, air of nervous dread about him.
Who? The party has already forgotten him.
My apologies. I didn't expect it. Though I can't help but feel I did the Opera Emperor a favor. He's really dead.
Not some kind of bluff. Genuine.
Sounds like a fate worse than the proverbial. The cold truth which you may not want to hear? Your friend told me he was a spy. Out.
Almost tripped by your own.
So I took him to be fair game. In a circle, you know. One among the mirrors. Best guess, based on rumors I've heard.
More than a trace of envy.
I knew it would be transformative. I think we have... It's very likely that Ultravioletta took everyone by surprise with the sun, including her ardent supporters in the Ministry of...
A light glows beneath the pale.
Of course, I've wondered what it sounds like. Dreamed about it. But so far I've lacked the Constitution, and yet, terror is the beginning of wonder. From some underground Lucian contacts, purveyors of rare collectibles. I believe only 8 or so of those promo discs were released into the wild before they cut the cord on it. I don't know, and I suppose we'll never find out. The Weeping Eye will cover. I also picked up a limited edition, Barefoot on the Glass Meadows, 93 tour poster during the same purchase, which I was extremely happy with. No hard feelings, I hope. Maybe he was too early. Maybe we were meant to meet. The vagaries of fate. Possible to say. The spy there barely... Fine by me. I have direct access to the Lucian prisoner in our secret jail. He tells us his name is Poor Dante. And that the poor part is very important. I will extract whatever information you want from him. In return, you clear, concise, uninflected. Don't you agree? As could you. So we could both lie and gain nothing. Or both tell. For what it's worth, I think this is a very favorable...
It's not. More favorable would be a clean trade. The prisoner for the girl. Your asset has set the scene for you. All you need to do is play the role. No commit necessary at this point. String him along. Feel him out. There is little to lose.
Prisoner for her? It's certainly compelling. Big play, Bucker.
Behind the white blue of his eyes, a rapid recalibration is occurring.
Feasibly. I could break the prisoner out. Can I ask what you want from Poor Dante? Fair enough. Diplomat, high-ranking, in a Lucian cabal, would-be deserter. Something to do, so I suppose for now, you'd call him leverage. You have direct access to Ultravioletta? Then it seems you have a very strong hand, Cascade.
He holds your gaze a moment, then lets it.
I respect your position. Or what?
Her face flashes on the underside of your mind. Expression stern behind a black cigarette. The man puts a gentle hand on his headphones, as if...
The answer is yes, of course. There can be no...
A whole career cast off in a single moment. And possibly a whole life.
We have a deal. How soon can you move? If we're doing it, we should do it quickly. Don't dally, Bucko. We are on the edge of the precipice. Operant. I'll await word.
Raw information atomizes itself on the other side of...
Cascade. I'd have to check the record.
Probable's full in theatre history is required reading for controllers. She's stalling you.
Luck and skill, operant.
Shush, I've been thinking. Or projecting, maybe. Future-wise. Get serious for a moment. I'm trying to be serious. What would Tempo do? Her. I don't know. My world's short of fucking axis. Maybe you noticed.
Not quite accurate. It actually just has a few competing axes. Mostly tempo, yes, some of the original girl, but also a little of the pop star in there too.
Great. Thanks for the advice.
The girl sighs smoke and turns to face the city beyond.
I should be out there dancing, somewhere shiny, under lights. This is all so fucked. That was the deal, yeah. Setting her free in exchange for an imprint of her. But near the end, new plan was to sell her back to the Luthians, imprint and ransom her, basically.
Culture then cash. Tempo to a T.
What do you mean, too? I'm fucking Tempo. I wanted to...
Her eyes flash with new tones. Almost.
But I also want to help V. I really want to help her.
The girl takes a skewed drag of her cigarette, then studies the embers intently. She flicks her gaze at you like a knife.
From who? I guess...
A sudden crack across the thin glass of trust.
You want to hand V over to the slinky reprobate. You'll lock her up in his diddler dungeon and ram the key up his ass. How sweet. Sounds like you bent for it. And what are you getting out of it? Thought I was fucking opera business. We called... You must have thoughts, Miss Big Time Spy.
Gauging you. Hard. A mega gauge.
So apparently we just hypothetically fucking be, conceptually. My thoughts are what they usually are. Two loud songs. Say we take this deal. What happens to V? She'll hate that more than anything.
Two aerotrams crisscross somewhere above you. The apartment's windows rattle in the cheap glass.
This is a sick little game you're playing, Herschel. Massively fucked up. Casually asking me to betray my friend. I'm kind of impressed you sunk this low, to be honest. Didn't think. Speak your piece. Don't be a stranger, Herb. Lot of to-ing and fucking throwing, Hirsch.
Demolish another friendship. You've done it before. This one should be easy. It is not even one of your own.
What do you mean? I'm not creative like her. Get in the way, probably. I think other people usually organize this kind of stuff for her. She's got a lot on her mind, Hirsch. But she'd keep in touch. Sure. I just didn't think about it, okay? Thought we'd figure it out or whatever. You wanna take this deal, yeah? Maybe.
Peter in. One more little push.
Yeah, well...
From the room next door, the piano unfolds delicately into a new key. Yana glances in its direction and looks back at...
Fuck do I care? I'm running an enterprise, not do it. Bye. You're back. And you still... Oh, what happened? Oh. For real? Whatever. You're the one who brought him up. Shut your lying whore. Stop talking like that. UV would never. But yeah, you're being a lying whore and you should shut your mouth. Sure. You're back. Obviously. It's where they train all... I wish I'd been born in La Luz. Yeah, we do. We've read all the... I hear they might start running direct flights between here. Please, don't... It was too hard. I hate lying. She's just... not... You have a serious lying problem. If that were true, thank you. Sure.
Hello, Cascade.
Standing very still at the fringes of the bar. Your
Well observed. I need to buy. I confess I'm not exactly comfortable in such a public arena yet, but after the service you did for Miho, I felt obligated. In. Miho looks forward to its collaboration with the opera. And Cascade, thank you for trusting me. I'll be here.
Cascade, have you found your answer? Excellent. One consideration for you. The prisoner mentioned something about exit papers. I wasn't checking, merely passing on a point of discussion. What you or the Opera do with the prisoner when you get him is none of my concern, of course. Let's conduct the exchange at the pier on the Pito track. Neutral ground, completely our own. Clear access to water.
Good choice. But he's dictating a lot of terms here.
This is a very sensitive event. The less ice, the better. And Cascade, thank you for this. Until then.
You pick up the payphone. The dolphin doesn't poke back, but it might You step away from...
Lot of to-in and fucking fro-in, Hirsch. Bye. Lot of to-in and Bye. A lot of to-in and fucking fro-in, Hirsch.
Names are easy. Just go with your first idea.
Obvious. Lame. No. Sounds good. Get thinking. Smart place. Good. You sure about this, Hirsch? I thought so.
4, maybe. But she was clutching something more with the barest of fingertips.
You want me to come?
You do not. Emotional liabilities become operational liabilities.
Okay, easy enough.
She can't bear the fall. You shoved her into this. You were
I should get her then.
She doesn't move.
I heard you the first time. Don't fucking rush me.
As she slides from her seat, her eyes...
It's okay. I get it. So I'm just a commodity to you.
On the other side of the pier, 2 figures approach from the dimness. The old man's eyes flit between you and the girl. He appears more frail than his voice made him sound.
Don't get shot, Herschel. That would be a real shame.
Kaleidoscope stares at Ultravioletta like he can't look away.
Yes, I get the idea.
Spare her this knife at least.
Good. That's good. Tell her I made it out. Goodbye, Hirsch. When they send me up to space, I'll watch you down here, running around in your sad little circles.
Suddenly, she stops and looks back at you. Her face frozen. What will you say to that cruel angel? ask what you've done. With your heart. The old man keeps his eyes on you as he walks forward.
Long time no speaking, nameless one.
The now former prisoner turns to one side, then the other, as
It seems poor Dante is worth his weight in posters. Because we are one and the same. I'm one of great Facundo's famous unfortunate body doubles.
your mind rebels at the thought. Zero out this uncanny monster.
There have been others, but now there's just only little old me, the favorite. We came from the same village, Facundo and I. Second cousins, hence the resemblance. We went through the early imprinting process together, the old process, pre-techno. But in the end, only Facundo's clay was malleable enough to become anonymous. As for myself, I remain, well, is it? No, I don't believe so. I was given a sacred role to play. I was made to step into death's path. Instead, he'll be speaking the words meant for me. A twist, sure.
Enough preamble. You're here for one thing only.
Before the secret treaties can be consummated, a ritual must take place. A private ritual, known to very few. Facundo will be attending with only a token guard. If you're going to kill him, that will be your chance. Versions of it take place once a year across the Illuminated Empire. A time to honor our so-called deathless heroes, the warriors of Reunion. It's so cool that you're acquainted with our culture. Very sophisticated and cosmopolitan.
Put this fascist roader in the ground.
The ritual will take place at the old shrine to Canopus, tended faithfully by our small colony of expatriates who remain in the Empire's light.
Place. Check.
As we've established, the shedding of the ginkgo's leaves has marked days, and now it will mark the start of Facundo's victory.
Time. Check.
That's it. A few simple words and it's done. Disconcerting how fast the big stuff. Now, I believe you have some papers for me. I think that tell him the third fear isn't death. It's ourselves. Nothing. A private joke between techno-fascists. I wouldn't expect you to. What about the girl? What's to become of her? I'm not asking for myself. I'm asking for humanity. La Fábrica never attempted to control what she produced. That was very clear.
The sea air bites. Salt stings your nostrils.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Cold and pour down to you after all. Don't worry, they're like kittens. Put enough of them. I have a final request of you.
What class of music player is that headphone wire connected to? Must be a high-end import.
Now that I've raided the company safe, so to speak, I have nowhere else to go.
The reactionary lays down his logo garments and turns toward the light.
I have an educated guess that it's something big with Los. From the way you just managed poor Dante off stage, something lethal.
Your assignment could do with a professional operant. Yes, professional operant.
So, bucko, room for one more? No cause. I do as you direct. In Thor probably vastly outrank you in both experience and...
The man stares at you for a long moment.
Very good. When do we start? That's it. I'm sure you figured the rest out, Cascade. Once I see Ultravioletta Toulouse, I'll await you a signal at the fog mirror. A pleasure. Be well, Cascade.
He offers you a small salute, then turns and walks towards the bar. Your muttered litany is carried away on the wind. You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles. You step away.
No flyers, no pamphlets, no gun. Back again, huh? Pick up your feet when you walk.
Ultravioletta remains frozen. The sweet melody. Whatever else you find in her gaze, it is not forgiveness. You could have Hirsch. Comes the reply on the air. The girl continues to. You find yourself before the old Lusian gate. The answer lies in the delicate interplay. If the words of the old Lusian prisoner are true, you have days, not weeks. Time passes, but no one takes note of you. You let your vision be. The tree sway. Time passes, but no one takes note of you either. You let your vision. The tree sways. A trap. You leave the old lose. An old bench near. Marks to be revered from seat. You settle in once more. People float by in the distance. Trams rattle away. Before long, you stand up, feeling less worn than before. You find yourself before time passes. No one takes note of you either. You let your vision be. The tree sway. Time passes. No one takes note. You let your vision be. The tree sway. Time passes. But you take no note of. No one takes note of you either. You let your vision be. The tree sways. Time passes. But no one takes note of. You let your vision. The tree sway. Time passes. No one takes note of you. You let your vision be. The tree sway. You leave the old. You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin.
Yes. Ah, very well. I will send a driver. 30 minutes. Got it? 3. Oh.
The streets exhale around you. The shouts of partygoers slacken, and the interval before Ramsey.
Be good?
Despite the quick answer, his voice sounds as though he's just
Got it.
behind you. You hear the faint scrape of boots on old bricks.
You know, I wasn't sure you were going to call.
The jovial words are accompanied by a shaky voice, as if from some kind of wounded animal.
It's my post-seizure glow. Clears up the skin and everything. How much time we got? Perfect. Like old times? Let's not go too hard. These are pretty...
He tries to conceal a grin. Ramsey's his lighter flicks. As he inhales, red veins glow along the jaw. You take in smoke like a measured breath, just enough to douse your lungs. The crepitating telephoto lens of your mind.
Anyway, the Herschel. The fucking Herschel. It's your turn, I think. You know, the aftermath of the shit show? You got a whiff of what it's been like for me. What happened to you, Hersh?
Floodgates open, one by one. Great.
Uh-huh. What, like cryosleep? I always figured they just, you know, took you out back. For how long?
Ramses exhales and looks up at the sky.
You set anything on fire on your way out? Hard to imagine you manning a fucking desk. Back when I knew you, you could hardly sit still for a wiretap. Fucking, it's been bad times for everyone, H, sounds like. You think something to do with the stars? Glad you're all thawed out, H.
Time dilates as you both stand there, flowing clouds. You almost forget that you were waiting. Eventually, from down the street, the faint rumblings of a tuk-tuk grow louder. Headline.
Well, shit. Guessing that's our man. Go time.
The ember glows, a tiny sun. The tuk-tuk slows to a near stop. A cloud of exhaust hangs in the still air before dissipating.
Oh no, this hash must have me seeing things. Because I can't believe...
If Ramses is high, this guy's on a Zeppelin coasting over the Noscarentis Sea.
Baby girl, you're like a mirage sent to torment a thirsty man. Baby, baby, haven't you realized all roads lead to Godai? No offense intended, Habibji. It's my Rastamian pet. Zelime, what's going on?
He's going.
I would expect at least one of you to have a briefcase.
Don't let this get ugly. Not after what he told you about Vesper. You map the angles from gutters to rooftop, scanning for lurkings. If he has backup, then well hidden.
I noticed. No bag, no nothing. That is problem. And I know you carry it, since I sold you the piece. Baby, I sleep with a gun under my pillow. Wallah, I have robbery in my blood. But you're new to this. I can see your nerves got to you. I have robbery and business in my blood.
You two are familiar then.
Yeah.
That's huge, coming from her.
All right. Everybody shut the fuck up for a second. I'm thinking.
Somewhere behind his bloodshot eyes, slow yet impeccable calculation emerges.
You're sick, big man.
Epilepsy.
I'm sorry. My little cousin got the epilepsy too. Wallah, it's rough. So fuck. How many pills a day, big man?
4.
All right. Let's say 3 crates will do. 1,000 blister.
Years worth of medication. With proper storage, the expiration dates shouldn't be an issue.
Wait until you hear the best part. A candlelit dinner. You, me, lamb so tender you gotta eat it with a spoon. And that's the low point of the night. Baby, shoulda shot.
Quickly, you and Goat Eyes split the crates on the back of the tuk-tuk. As you drive away, you look at the passenger seat, where Ramses looks tired but content. He's already helped himself to the meds. The engine sputters as you park the tuk-tuk. You pull the key from the ignition and the world stills. Water laps gently against the shore. Ramses exits the vehicle with a cautious slowness. He rolls his shoulders back and he stares at his houseboat.
You know, I think I'm good. I should make a call. Old friends. Rastamian couple I met when I landed in Portofino. I've been meaning to reach out for a while. I'm not saying it's important, just might be time to anchor this thing. I think I'm done with the hermit scene. What about you, H? Fucking, you ever think of ditching your scene? Figured you'd say that. Anyway, I wanted to say, you know, when the time comes,
You break them over and over, and still...
Well, the odds are shit. But odds turn.
He nods. If you care about him, the best thing you can do is step out of his way and let him rejoin life, regardless of what he wants. Ramsey's already survived you. Let him hold on to the years that remain.
All right. Have it your way. If you change your mind, I'll be at the fog mirror. You know, for all time's sake. Oh, one more thing before I forget. Here, I want you to have it.
It's his death whistle. The screaming thing he was playing when you got here.
Doesn't matter. You know, in case you ever need to strike fear into your enemies.
Your hand closes upon the clay bulk. With a loose fist, Ramses taps his chest twice and mutters words in Rustamian. You turn away from each other. The night air cools your face as you step forward. Portofiero's lights pulling you back into their orbit. Yesterday there was a curtain of leaves, now simply a tangle of bare limbs. On the ground, a pool of gold. Yellow leaves swirl about your feet. The naked branches seem like a massive finger. Turn back to the ginkgo tree. Its branches spread into many futures. If you had time, you might count them. The fallen leaves crunch gently. takes pride.